We all know Pixar, right? They've made just kind of some of the most influential films ever. You ever heard of Toy Story or the now ninth highest grossing film of all time, Inside Out 2? I probably should make a video on how is that even possible? Have you heard of any of those films? They have some of the best scenes in any Pixar movie, any movie ever. I don't know why I said Pixar. So we're gonna go through all 28 Pixar films today. Which one has the best opening scene? The way I counted this was when scenes kind of change, like direction of the way they're going, or the title happens. So let's go ahead and get it started here. This is gonna go interesting. The most recent Pixar film I've actually seen, that's not true. The most recent Pixar film I actually haven't seen that didn't come out this year is Lightyear. It's the bottom of the list. It's just a boring mission. I didn't laugh, I didn't feel anything. It's also the introduction of Chris Evans' Lightyear. Like, it's not good. Like, the intern, is not funny. Like, the characters are not funny. I did not have a great time with this film. You know, Taika is the only reason I gave this film a 5 out of 10, so there's really nothing I can say here. It's boring. There is no real, and then they get back, and it's just like, I failed you. I'm relieved of my duty. No, can the movie be over already? It's only been 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm doing a whiner. That's ridiculous. So congrats. This is not my least favorite Pixar movie, but it certainly isn't my least favorite one. My least favorite one's up next. I don't even need to pause the video. Turning Red as Cheeks. It's bad. It's a really bad movie. I saw it the day it came to Disney Plus. It's trash. It's bad. It's not even oh, it's a fine. I thought it was a fine movie. It's bad. It's a bad movie. So the opening scene is 2 minutes long before the title, and it was okay. Lightyear is a C tier opening scene. Turning Red's a B tier opening scene. These are really phenomenal opening scenes here. Most of them are. Most of them are floating around the B and A tier, but Turning Red is just I could do whatever I want. That's kind of annoying. This is a really low B tier, but I did kind of like how the Disney Plus need Pixar, and then she'd fill it for that's okay. That was pretty funny, but it's just it's too short. Which I did praise another movie coming up on this list for being a short enough thing where it was actually pretty cool. But for now, let's move on to the next movie. I have not watched Brave in forever. That's for good reason too. It's one of my least favorite Pixar movies. It's really bad. But the opening... Oh, wait, no, sorry, not Brave. Sorry, spoilers, I guess. Luca's opening scene is not bad. Nothing in it infuriated me, but it's just... There's nothing happening. It's a dark night, fishermen are fishing, we see a sea monster. Okay. It's I gave it extra points because it's Luca. I like Luca. But that's it. Up next is Brave, and I have not seen Brave in a really long time. So we're watching the opening scene. I was surprised. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I'm biased because I did do archery for 3 years, but that was actually pretty cute. I was surprised, and then I told myself, no, this is a bad movie. Do not keep watching it. Because I remembered. Maybe I should rewatch it someday. I should rewatch Brave, Coco, and then another bad Pixar movie, and then re-rank it or something. I don't know, because I haven't seen those in a long time. So yeah, a lot of these I had to actually rewatch because I know the opening scenes for a lot of these movies, but I had to rewatch Turning Red's opening scene, Brave's opening scene, Coco's opening scene. And I was surprised how much I like Brave's. It's only number 25 on the list, but hey. Up next is Elemental. What is it about these late Pixar films that do not have great opening scenes? But, yeah. And I do have to stress that after a few, 2 more movies after Elemental, that's when opening scenes get really, really good. Just saying. It's just like they arrived at the city. There's not a lot of jokes here. It's not that influential. It's not that silly. It's just like nothing. Like it's just to get the movie started, which is like an opening scene that needs to do. But this is Pixar. They have some of the best opening scenes ever. That some people rank these movies 10 out of 10 just for the opening scenes alone, and you can't even do that for this movie. And I like the Elemental fine enough. It's just like it just takes a second to get to the good stuff. Coming next to number 23 is The Good Dinosaur. No joke, I liked it because it was really short. I counted the opening scene as the asteroid missing Earth. That's because then it just kind of went to black. So that's what I counted as. And it was short enough to get it above Brave and Elemental. So, yeah. If I was going by that logic, then it's one of the coolest things ever S tier, you know. Number 22 is Incredibles 2. It's a rehash of the final scene in Incredibles 1. Actually, that's not true. The opening scene was Tony getting his mind erased. Do you remember that part? That part was so cool to me when I was 8 in theaters. That was so freaking cool. I don't know why, but nowadays it's just like, that's boring. It's so interesting to see, though. Number 21, this is the movie, these are the movies that are really good. They have really good opening scenes. Number 21 is Monsters, Inc. I know what you may be thinking that, but I extended this one to the scare scene, you know, because I feel like that's just like a tight, that's not really. So, you know, the music is phenomenal. It's just not I never really liked the scare scene. Yeah. Number 20 is Cars 2. The one thing it can't do right. No, I'm just kidding. It's just kind of like what has happened. It's just a guy on a static key radio. Even as a kid, I thought I can't. I don't understand what you're saying. Can you clear it up for me? I don't understand it. You know. So that was it's this static key. Yeah. Number 19 is a really cute one. It's Finding Dory. You know, oh, shall I? Yeah. You know, gets really cute. You know, later in the list we get the first one, and that one is one of the best ever. So. You know, but Finding Dory is really cute. It ends with her, being swept away. So, yeah. That's nice. Number 18 is one I actually did have to rewatch. Is Coco! Yeah, Coco. Now, I can't decide whether to count the scene of just the paper things hanging from the buildings or to keep going. I think I counted the paper things, and it was a nice little... I kind of counted both. But it was a nice opening scene, you know, we got the exposition, and that opening scene is actually pretty funny. I was just never attached to the rest of the movie, so that kind of, points. Number 17 is Monsters University. You know, I found a nickel made me laugh too much as a kid. But the scary scene where Mike roars, he goes into the room, I didn't even know you were in there. That's pretty cool stuff. Number 16 is Onward. You know, that is I compared it to another movie. That was what movie was it? Where it was an exposition thing where it might have been Brave or something. Yeah. But it was actually done well because I liked all the magic stuff. So that was done well. And next up is The Incredibles. It's not actually the saving the cat from the tree. It was the talking that I just cleaned up this mess. Can we keep it clean for 10 minutes? I want to watch that back when this video comes out. So that's pretty funny. Super lanes, they're always trying to tell you the secret I pointed out that because it's funny. Number 14 was the exposition dump. You know that's me. This isn't me. This is my dad. You know, that's pretty cool. You may be thinking, Jack, the title was shown early on. That was not the opening scene. Shut up. I know this movie, the best Pixar movie. I know it. I love this Pixar movie. Don't say that. It's number 14, though. I didn't rank it above these other ones. Number 13 is Soul. I did have to rewatch. I do like Soul. It was just, I just had to rewatch it because it's been a while. Hang on. Let me see something real quick. Okay. And so, yeah. But the opening scene is, I counted it as the classroom. And, once he gets the job, that's when it ended, I think. Because it changed scenes. So like, that was pretty cool. He's like, I want to do jazz. It wasn't the most interesting thing, but it was like definitely a down to earth thing. I do love a good realistic fiction story. So this is what Soul is for the most part. Next up is Toy Story 2. Dude, that opening, the Buzz video game, that is some creative stuff right there. Like, that's really, really good. Like, that is some creative stuff. Like, you think it's actually happening, but no, it's just Rex playing a video game. That's really cool. It's got some really great visuals. Some Star Wars sound effects. In there. Probably because Phantom Menace was releasing that same year. In 1999. But that's amazing. Next up is WALL-E, the Hello Dolly song, him making Ready for His Day. Yeah, it's not the most interesting thing in the world, but it's pretty cute. I like the music there. Don't really have a lot to say about that. A Bug's Life is an interesting one because it's like, I love that shot there. Bug's Life opening is funny because I like the shot when it like pans out, or I guess it pans into that island. And I like all the jokes those ants tell. Like, it's a good one. And then I think it ends probably once we meet Flick. I think that's kind of when it's ending because that's kind of when it gets started back up. So, but yeah, I love Bug's Life is not the greatest movie in the world. I do have a VHS copy of it though, so automatically it's amazing. But I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Next up is Cars 3. Yeah. It's basically a rehash of the first movies, but there's a little bit worse music. Lightning McQueen is, I like his friends, but, I kind of prefer when he didn't have any ironic. I don't even know, but, yeah. I just remember that, we gotta run that race. The biggest problem for me in this scene compared to the first one is that I don't love that song as much as the first one, but this movie still is pretty good race. I do like the Mater scene in the beginning, though. Next up is Toy Story, and it's the first one. Toy Story 1 opens up with a kid actually playing. You see the hand and stuff. Toy Story 2 opens up with a video game, and then we got the other two we'll talk about later. But I like how this is just kind of the starting point. It's actually a kid playing with it, and you actually see him moving the toy with his hand. That's really interesting, really creative stuff right there. And it's a really cute moment. Next up is Inside Out 2. Just kind of a rehash. So, we're just kind of let me catch you up on what's been happening between this 9-year gap. It actually wasn't 9 years, 2, maybe a year or two after the first one. But, I like the music. I listened to the one song while I was making the video, and it's really great music. It's nice to see, because, I went through a lot of that stuff. Still am, so it's nice to see that. It was nice to see that. Next up is Toy Story 4. So the first three opened up with a kid playing. It was a fictional scene happening. This one was real. And then Woody saying goodbye to Bo. Oh, it's so good. They had to rescue the RC car. It was all so played. That's a really good one. And next up is Toy Story 3. The most creative thing I've ever seen. One of the most creative. Is it the most creative thing? Yeah, it is the most creative thing. It's at number 5 right now. Mainly because it is a Toy Story movie. But, it's also drawn out. The train and the cart and the dog and Rex. Come on! I'm always down to watch the beginning scene of Toy Story 3. It's so much fun. There's only one more on this list that's actually, fun. But the rest of them are, Number 4 is Finding Nemo. And, the Barracuda, Marlin finding that egg, that's so good. I don't understand how they did that. I thought Prince of Egypt had a dark star, but this movie, regardless of how the movie actually is, this movie, the opening scene is really, really fun. Or not fun, sorry, emotional and Yeah, number 3 is Cars. Cars. I really like the racing scene in the beginning. I don't know what it is, but I love the music. I love Chick Hicks. I eat loser for breakfast. I love it. I do not understand why I love it so much, but it's just great. How? I don't even like cars, but how did that happen? Number 2 is Inside Out. Just the ding, 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 ding. Did you have to enter the shot? Chase. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Done? Nope, we're just okay. We're still scratching. Okay. It's just like, and it's the introduction to Riley. It's like all the emotions come in. It's funny. It's one of the best. Like, Inside Out is definitely one of the best musical scores. I want to rank every Pixar movie by its score, but that means I have to watch. I think he was about to say. That means I have to watch Brave and Turning Red and Lightyear again. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But, yeah, this one's one of the best ones. Number 1, of course, you knew what number 1 is before you clicked on the video. It's up, it's up, it's up, it's up. Oh my gosh, it's up. That opening scene is so beautiful. Like, it's amazing. You know, with the music and, like, Ellie's death and, like, Jack, you may be thinking, Jack, like, no, it was the movie scene, not just that. But, no, shut up. With the opening scene as good as this, it can go on as long as it wants. Regardless of how good or bad the movie is, I still think it's good. It's just, you don't know what you're missing if you haven't watched Up. Just, if you haven't watched Up, I would definitely watch it, but if you're not really interested in seeing Up, definitely just watch the first few minutes of it. It's amazing. You'll love it. So yeah, let me know how else you want me to rank the Pixar movies. I have a letterbox list of this list and every Pixar movie ranked and my personal opinion on Letterboxd right now. So there is a community tab post. We'll look at it right now. Let's go on YouTube. Go on over to my channel. So we have my channel here. Go over to community. You can scroll down. So you can click on this link. It'll bring you to a different list, but you basically can find my account at that point. Then, so we scroll down here, and then we have this link right here. It's under the Indiana Jones post right here. So it's under that. You can click on it, open with Safari, or whatever, and then and it might take you to the app if you have it. I don't know, but I have the app. So, but if you do have the app and you don't want to go through the hassle of finding it, it's Jackman Gaming. It's I'll show you my Letterboxd account here. So it's Jackman Gaming right there. There's even a link to my YouTube channel through Letterboxd, so that's kind of cool. So you can see, like, every time I watch a new movie, catch up with a list before I make the video on them. That's basically my Patreon, but you don't have to pay for anything. Is you just go to Letterboxd. Basically every movie-related thing I do is through Letterboxd. So basically, if you want to see what kind of list we have on here. So if you wanted to see how the MCU movies ranking is coming along, you can see that on here, you know? So, like, I think I only have 4 movies left until I finish the video, so you can see how that's coming. You can see it early. You can see one of my favorite lists I've ever made, the non-2024 movies I first watched in 2024. You can see how that's coming along. You can see Braden's top 15 films. Braid TV, he made this list. I told him he could. It's okay. DreamWorks, Jim Carrey films, this upcoming, I'll show you for a quick second. If you want to see the rest, you can go find them on Letterboxd, but this is my next upcoming ranking video, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Here, I'll slow it down for you. Okay, there you go. That's all you get. That's all you get. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know how you want to see your favorite Pixar movies ranked next. We're not gonna look at that. Oh, I have an idea. We could rank the top 10 best Pixar scores, so I don't have to watch. I'd still have to make sure Braids is a bad score. Dang it! I still can't find the loophole.